is up? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful evening. Back with some more Resident Evil 4 Remake gameplay for you. And today I got a video that definitely is not going to be on a positive note. Because this is definitely something that's going to affect a lot of people. And something I'm just wondering, why is it being done in the first place? But if you've been following this channel for a while, you've probably heard me say this phrase. But if you are new, or maybe you just haven't heard me say it, it's a phrase I want eventually just put on a t-shirt and just patent by me in one way or another one day. But it's about Capcom. I've always said this about Capcom. I believe Capcom is the Harvey Two-Faced Dent of gaming companies. Now, you might be wondering, huh? Like, why? What? How's that a thing? And obviously Harvey Two-Faced Dent is from the Batman franchise. And this is why I say that, is Capcom will do things, they'll make you go, damn, they know what they're doing. This is great. This is excellent. You know, they're like Harvey Dent. They're running this shit. They know exactly what they're doing. And I've seen a lot of comments with what's recently going on with them say this a lot. It's like, man, all the good things they've done in the past few years, with Devil May Cry 5, Street Fighter 6, the Resident Evil remakes and stuff like that. Because unfortunately, all those good things, and them being on the good side, the Harvey Dent side, it's like they have to, when they do a good act, they have to have a balance with a negative act. And so that's when the Two-Faced side comes out and they do something just incredibly stupid or dumb and just makes you look at them like, are you serious? It's like they gotta have a perfect balance. Like if they do some good things, they gotta offset it with bad things. So they're not like it's a garbage company where they just rarely do anything good. It's like there's like a perfect 50-50 balance, and it's what's always been kind of frustrating with them. Is like we know they had the potential to do so many great things. They've done it, but then it's like, oh, we've been doing too many good things. We gotta pull the plug on that and start doing something really stupid, and that's where this whole next thing comes in. Now, what is it you make me wondering that I'm talking about, if you don't already know? I made a video last year talking about how Capcom perceives mods as a form of cheating, and I just thought that is just incredibly stupid. My one thing was, I could understand mods being maybe cheating if this was like a multiplayer setting and you were trying to gain an unfair advantage against other players, but that's not what they were talking about here. They were basically talking about just any form of modding that the PC community does to the games is a form of cheating, which is just, it's just a stupid statement. It makes absolutely no sense, and I talked about that video here, and I just said, man, if they honestly think they're going to get rid of mods, that's just dumb. Well, unfortunately, the stupidity is here, because that's exactly what was just implemented just recently. So, what is it they did? Well, apparently Capcom has added a DRM Enigma Protector to their back catalog of games. So, what does that mean? Basically, it prevents modding, it prevents a cheat engine, and not to mention, well, let's get into mine. So basically it prevents modding, so they think, oh, it's going to prevent cheating and stuff. The mods, now guys, I'm not a PC gamer. I don't play on PC. I feel bad for the PC community because, let's just be real here. A lot of mods have kept these games alive for a long time and kept them fresh, where they change up stuff. It's more than just, hey, let's just change the look of a few characters for some fun. I've seen a lot of these mods get really creative where, they kind of have different modes in the game, or I've seen different difficulties. I saw a lot of them with Resident Evil 4, the original last year. It had like some mode where it's like really tough and difficult, but it's kind of like seeing a brand new perspective of RE4, but it was just really cool and unique what a lot of fans can do. And they could create, but apparently, you can't do that anymore. And you might be thinking, well, why? Like, why would they do this? Because apparently, this is a form of cheating. But the thing that makes less sense to me is not only is it preventing modding and stuff for these older games on this, in their back catalog of the games, it also, which I just found out, it's also reducing the overall performance of the game. I've read up here that like people saying that like it's reducing the performance of the game up to 10 to 15 FPS, and as well as stutters. Not only that, some of the games are just not working, period. So you implement this whole system that's basically, it prevents PC people from having fun with a game, extending the lifespan of a game, making people more interested in playing and buying the game in the first place. So that's going to drop your sales. You're preventing, you're having the performance of the game drop, so it's running worse. Not to mention sometimes it's not even running at all. So I'm just going to ask a logic question. Maybe I'm being too logical, but I like to try to be logical here. Where is the benefit in doing all this? Like, what is Capcom getting out of this that's a benefit at the expense of basically everything, basically cutting off the nuts of the PC players at this point? And as I said, I'm a console-only player, but I feel bad for the PC players that got to hear this news. I mean, as I said, I don't own a gaming PC to play games. Don't have a good enough computer to do that. I'm just not a very computer tech savvy guy, but I always like watching a lot of people with the cool mods they create, the interesting ones. There's a few silly and weird ones, but once again, you get so many good things, and not to mention it's helping extend the lifespan of these games. Like, how is this a bad thing? Capcom should be thanking these people for doing that, but now they've just gone full just asinine times 20. Like I'm asking you guys, the audience here, tell me something that they benefit from anything at that point in doing this. Like, oh, it's cheating. Nobody is cheating in terms of they are making it unfair for other people from playing the game. Because these games that we're talking about, they're single-player games. Like, there's nothing here that's preventing from all that to happening. Now, if you want to know why they're doing this now, what's really started this, a lot of people have pointed to the incident that happened, I'd say a few months ago, where, I don't know what type of event it was, but like one of those fighting game events where apparently one of the players who was up on the front playing Street Fighter 6 was playing Chun-Li, and they apparently had their mod for the nude version of Chun-Li, and it got shown in front of a whole crowd, and apparently a lot of people pointed to that is the straw that broke the camel's back, and so they're trying to justify, oh well, this is going to ruin our reputation. If that's all it took to ruin reputation, then damn, like, once again, this is the internet, people. I mean, do I have to explain to you how many, like, not safe for work things are created on the internet on a daily basis for any fictional character? I mean, come on now. Like, really? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that all the people that saw that are never going to buy another game from Capcom. Everyone's going to be mortified. You'll get a few people, and I mean a few people, in the whole grand scheme of things that might complain about it. What's that mean to the millions of people that are going to be affected by what you just did here? And I mean millions, because there's a lot of PC players that, you can kind of say live and die by these mods. They breathe life into the game. How is this a bad thing? But the thing about it is, it's not just they're taking away the mods. They're making the games run worse, and sometimes they don't even work. So how is this like where's the benefit here? All I see is everything being taken away and nothing is being... It's basically like saying you're working at your job and just out of the blue, your job tells you, you know what? We're going to dock your pay by a couple of dollars. We're going to dock your hours so you work less. And we're going to take away, I guess, half of your benefits. But, you can still work here. This is how it's got to be, and you're going to be happy and understanding, and you're just sitting there thinking, oh, okay, all you did was screw me over. What do I get in return? Oh, I can still work here? Oh, wow, thanks. Like, where as I said, Capcom, the Harvey Two-Faced Dent of gaming companies. It's like it doesn't even make any sense anymore. Like, this makes zero sense. And where does it stop from there? Because it's just, and that's why I just feel like us as gamers have got to really be strong in this, because this is just stupid. Because think about it like this: they're going to lose a lot of sales if they stick with this and keep this up. I mean, they're going to get knocked on their ass, kind of like I just did with this Dynamite here. I mean, they're going to get absolutely a big loss in their sales. Like, I don't see how, this is why I always ask my question, how is it that grown-ass adults can sit in a room and think this is going to work, and think this is not going to, like, piss off a bunch of people where it's going to hurt the bottom line, it's going to hurt sales and stuff like that. Because it's just going to make people just not want to support the company, let alone play the games. I mean, this is absolutely stupid. And unfortunately, I've seen a lot of stupid decisions by companies lately, but for this, it's just, and once again, I just want to stress this. And this is why I think it's important for people like me that come out and say this, because as I said, I'm not a PC player. But this is terrible for the PC players. I feel terrible. That ain't right. And so you basically cut off their nuts. At this point, I mean, you know, as I said, like, how is this benefiting? These mods, you should be thanking these modders. A lot of your sales are because of these modders have been doing stuff like that, getting people interested, having different perspectives and playing the same games we've seen over years, refreshing them, making them updated. Not to mention, sometimes they even patch the game itself with some of these modifications, where these companies will just abandon these games after a long period of time, and these modders will make things work that didn't work originally. So it's like they're even doing some of the work that you would expect these companies would do, but you know, it's just I don't know what it is. It's just like a combination of just a bunch of people that just cannot read the room, have no awareness on anything, and that's why I feel like it's like a bunch, I don't know, like a bunch of older people who just don't have any connection with the fans and just think, oh, this is, you know, this is going to protect our integrity or some stupid BS, when in reality you just basically are tarnishing it so bad that you're going to lose a lot of sales because of this. But another thing that's funny is, I was talking earlier that, you know, they added this DRM and they're called Enigma. And what's funny is that it said because they added this, some of the games aren't even working. You know, they don't work. And so when Enigma was questioned, you know, hey, what's going on? Like, why is it not working? Like, what did you do? They're like responding, like, how is it our fault? Yeah, how is it our fault? We only added this, and the game's magically started not working after we added this, but it's clearly not our fault. So no accountability there, and it just makes you just wonder, like, how non-aware and unaccountable you can possibly be. And it's just, it's sad. But honestly, guys, this is where I just feel like, as us, as gamers, regardless where you play on, consoles, PC, handheld, like, you gotta, this is one of those parts where you gotta be loud and let these companies know, because this is stupid. Like, this is basically how to lose your audience and throw away money real easily and gain nothing from it. Like, I just, like, damn, like, you can't be this stupid. But, man, it's one thing I've realized in life, and I ask this question myself. You always ask, man, you can't be this dumb, right? But every day it seems like I'm proven wrong, because someone else is doing something dumb, and then someone else has to top the person who did something dumb the day before. And I'm just wondering, how are these people even in power to be that idiotically stupid? Because, like, once again, I understand it's a business. You want to make money. And I know a lot of times businesses are going to do, you know, non-consumer friendly practices to make money and stuff like that. And nickel and dime you, I get it. Not that I support it, but, you know, I get it. At least I can understand where it's coming from, even though it's not consumer friendly. This, I don't understand at all. This is not only not consumer friendly, it's not even business friendly, because, honestly, they probably cost themselves more money just to get this whole thing implemented, lost money to get it all implemented, and they're not going to gain anything from it. Because who in the hell is sitting down thinking, yay, you know what, we can't mod our games anymore, We can't have fun and create new versions of our games. You can't have the games run better or fix them or whatnot. Yeah, it is so great because, hey, any form of modding is apparently cheating. This is great. Now our games are going to be better. No one's saying that. Nobody. Because I said, I asked you guys, what is the benefit? What is the good coming out of doing something like this? I'm curious. I'm asking you guys. You let me know. But, man, I feel bad for PC Gamer. I feel bad for you guys. You didn't deserve this. And as I said, even if you are only console players like me, we need to get out there and just, hell no. Hell no, we won't go. Like, this is stupid. This is dumb. As I said, Harvey, Two-Face, Dent, man. You see Harvey Dent, and you're like, damn, this is great. They know what they're doing. And then Two-Face always rears his ugly head and just... It's got to, it's like that perfect balance that Thanos talked about. You got to have, if you have something good, you got to offset it with something bad. You got to have a perfect balance. And that's why Capcom is this weird company. They're not in those Konami, EA levels of just, oh my God, I'm sick of them or something like that. Where if they do anything good, you're just amazed. They're in that level. It's just like they're right in the middle. It's like they do something good and they got to offset it with something bad. But that is my opinion. I want to hear your guys' opinion. How do you feel about this whole, no more modding and how it's starting with the older games, how it's probably going to move to the newer games and where you can't mod or change anything and basically, not just to mention the game's running worse and sometimes not even running at all. Let me know down in the comment section how you feel about this and do you think it's just idiotically stupid. But that is going to be it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and hopefully I can see you guys back on the next one. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you all later. Peace.